Cadet Zara Chen had always been an anomaly at the Galactic Defense Academy. While her fellow cadets from civilized worlds struggled with basic combat simulations, she excelled with a casual brutality that only came from growing up on Earth, a Class 12 death world where everything from the weather to the wildlife actively tried to kill you. Her instructors, mostly from peaceful aquatic worlds and garden planets, watched her with a mixture of fascination and horror. Where others saw impossible odds in the training scenarios, Zara saw Tuesday. The 50-gravity chamber that left Altarian cadets gasping? She used it for meditation. The toxic atmosphere survival course that required full environmental suits? She completed it holding her breath. But despite her natural advantages, Zara remained just another cadet until the day Professor Kethvar announced the archaeological expedition to Zirian Prime. The precursor ruins have been untouched for millennia, the elderly vegan scholar explained, his translucent skin shimmering with excitement. Your mission is simple: catalog and retrieve any artifacts of historical significance. Zara volunteered immediately, not out of academic interest, but because real fieldwork beat another day of watching her classmates faint during stamina training. The expedition team consisted of 12 cadets from various species, led by Commander Thix, a hulking draconian whose scales had seen real combat. Zirian Prime was everything a death world wasn't: sterile, predictable, and boring. The planet's surface was a crystalline wasteland where ancient spires jutted toward a pale sun. The precursor city lay buried beneath layers of diamond dust, its architecture alien even by galactic standards. For 3 days, the team carefully excavated artifacts. Data crystals, power cells, and ornate sculptures that seemed to shift when nobody was looking directly at them. Zara found herself assigned to the deepest sections of the dig, where her human endurance proved invaluable in the thin atmosphere and crushing silence. It was on the 4th day, while her teammates rested during the scorching noon period, that Zara discovered the chamber. Hidden behind a wall that her Omni-tool detected as hollow, she found a room that defied physics. The space was impossibly vast, its walls covered in symbols that seemed to move and writhe. At the center, suspended in a field of crackling energy, was a weapon. It looked deceptively simple, a sleek rod of black metal, no longer than her forearm, with intricate patterns etched along its length. But as Zara approached, the patterns began to glow with an inner fire that matched the rhythm of her heartbeat. The moment her fingers touched the weapon, everything changed. Knowledge flooded her mind, not just information, but understanding. The weapon wasn't just a tool, it was alive, a symbiotic entity that had waited eons for someone strong enough to bond with it. The precursors hadn't disappeared, they had transcended, leaving behind this gift for their chosen successor. But the weapon had standards. It had rejected countless would-be wielders over the millennia, consuming their life force when they proved inadequate. Only someone forged in the crucible of a true death world, someone whose very existence was an act of defiance against extinction, could hope to survive the bonding. Zara screamed as the weapon integrated with her nervous system, rewriting her DNA with precursor code. Her teammates found her hours later, unconscious but alive, clutching what appeared to be an ornate baton. The changes became apparent during their return journey. When pirates attacked their transport, Zara moved with inhuman speed and precision. The weapon, which she had named Nullifier, could reshape reality at the molecular level. Pirates, who had terrorized the Outer Rim for decades, were reduced to component atoms with a gesture. Word spread quickly through the galaxy's communication networks. The human from the notorious death world Earth had bonded with a precursor weapon of unimaginable power. Warlords, who had laughed at the soft species from the third world of Sol, now spoke her name in whispers. Within months, entire star systems surrendered rather than face the Deathworlder with a reality-warping weapon. Zara Chun, former cadet and eternal outsider, had become the galaxy's most feared warrior, not through conquest or cruelty, but through the simple, terrifying efficiency that came from being human in a universe that had never seen anything quite like her before. The galaxy would never be the same.